everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can set up a reputation management system inside your high level account that allows you to filter out the bad reviews and make sure you only get the good reviews like 4 and 5 stars. So, the most important element in setting up this whole automation will be your form. So, we will be using a funnel and we will use a form on it, and people will be directed to there to leave a review for you. So, basically, how it is going to look like. Let me start from the automation first. So I've already built out the automation, but I'm going to show you how you can do that. Now, first of all, you will choose the trigger. You will decide what trigger you want to choose. How do you identify that a lead has been closed? So in this example, I'm using a pipeline, and there is a pipeline stage which is named called. So here, the workflow trigger is that whenever a lead is moved to this pipeline stage, then start these automated actions. So the first action will be wait for a month. So this is here just I used month just for this example. You can use whatever days you prefer if you want to use it. Now, whenever you close a deal, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have already executed the end product and the client is eligible enough to leave a review for you. So it depends on your nature of execution. It can be 2 weeks, it can be 3 months, it can be 3 weeks, or it can be nothing at all. So it depends on you with what duration of wait do you want to add this action step here. Now, after the wait step, you're going to add the close tag, and then there will be a review email. So in this email, we will say something like, "Hey, their contact name. It's been a month since you're onboarded, and we are so happy to have you. Can you please take some time out and leave a feedback regarding our services?" And blah blah blah. And then we are going to have a trigger link here. Now, what is a trigger link? Trigger link basically helps you track whether your lead went to a specific URL or not, which is and that URL must be of the domain that is integrated with your Go High Level account. So if you go into marketing and you go into trigger links, here you have an option to create a trigger link, and this way Go High Level will be able to track whether the lead went to this specific URL or not. So we will go once a trigger link has been created, we will go to our message body, and here you can see this flash sign. You will click on here, and then you will choose your trigger links from here. On client end, it will show up as a URL, the same URL that you have entered here. So like for instance, here it is glh dot your crm expert blah blah blah. So this is how it will show up on the message. Once that is done, then what you can do, you can add a wait step here. So the wait step would be trigger link click. Once you add the wait step here and you go for wait for field, if you click on here, this drop down will open up, and from here you can choose trigger link clicked. Once the wait step is added, you can add a if else statement, and here in the if else statement you will add the function, you will add the condition trigger link clicked, and you will choose the option timed out. And here on the wait step, obviously you're going to add a timeout. It can be 3 days, 3 hours, 3 months, 3 weeks, whatever you prefer. And here the condition will be that if the trigger link was timed out, it means that it wasn't clicked, then we will send them another email requesting for the review. And if it was clicked, then remove the lead from the workflow. Now, what's really going to happen is, let me show you what this URL do. So if you go to this URL, obviously you will see there's a form. I use this example logo, and then there's some placeholder text. So you can see a form. Now the best thing about this form is they will go in here. Obviously they will add their full name and email. But if they choose 1 star, 2 star, or 3 star, let's say I click on 3 star, you can see now the form is showing another field, and the field is write your review. Now here, let's say I say very bad service, not worth it. Let's say I type out this. So, and the star is 1, and then we will do this and we will hit the button. Right now I have not added the name and email, so it's not going to be submitted. But here, when they will hit the button, this review will only show up inside your high level account. So no one on the internet will be able to see this review. It will only show up under your fields in your high level account. But now let's say if they choose 4 or 5 star, let's say I choose 4 or 5 star, and then I go here and add my name, test at the rate lead.com. Now, if I go in here, and now if I hit the enter button, you will see that it will take me to a custom URL. Boom, we are here. So the custom URL that I used for this example was google.com, but instead of google.com, what you can use is you can use your Google My Business listing URL. And if they select 4 or 2 star on the form, 4 or 5 star on the form, then they will be redirected to your listing URL. Now, you might ask me, how can you create this form in your Go High Level account with these conditions? So it is very easy. You will go to forms, you will go to builder, you will basically start from scratch, but I already have the form here. You will go on review form. And now here, basically what you're going to do, you're going to add the required fields. You're going to add how would you rate how would you rate our service? And then you can add this another field, which will be write your review, which will be used in case they choose 1 or 2 or 3 stars here. So now how you can add these conditions is basically you will go to this icon right next to the plus icon. We'll click on here, and now here you have the options to create conditions in your form. So first of all, we are going to create the redirect condition. So the redirect condition will be if they choose 4 or 5 star, then they will be redirected to your Google My Business URL. So here we're going to go, we're going to say, would you rate our service equal to 4 star, or would you rate our service equal to 5 star? And then here where it says URL, you're going to add your URL. Here I can say google.com, and then I'm going to save it. Once that is done, now what you can basically do, you're going to go to this field, which is write your review, which will appear when they will choose anything less than when they will choose anything less than 4 stars. You will go to this field and you will make it hidden. Once it is hidden, you will go to the condition logic and you will go to this option, which is show/hide fields. You will click on it and you will say, you'll choose the field, then you will choose the 3 stars, or you will repeat the steps equal to 2. I'm not gonna do all of them. And now here where it says hide, you will go and select the option of show, and from here you will go and select your field, and then you will hit save. And now both of our conditions are set. Now it is very important that the field which is hidden initially, but it appears if they choose anything less than 4 stars, it is already on the form just like this, and you have made it hidden. If it is not on your form, then obviously you will not be able to choose it in the options for conditions. And if it is on the form and you have not made it hidden, then it will obviously show for every stars. So that's why it is important to make sure it is hidden and it is on the form. Once that is done, you will hit save, and then your form will start working as I just showed you. Let me show you again. So if you choose anything like 2 star, 3 star, 1 to 3 star, it will show this field. And if you choose this and then you hit submit, then they will be redirected to your Google My Business listing URL. So this is how you can set up the whole system that allows you, that makes sure that you only get 4 or 5 star reviews on your listing, and it filters out all the bad reviews. So that's pretty much it. How the automation is set up and how you need to do all of that. If you have any questions, then do let me know down in the comments, and I will be very happy to help you out. Have a nice day ahead. Bye bye.